Me that the Chico Fire Department was able to keep the fire to just this one structure. It is the one right behind me. I'm going to move out of the way so you guys can see. We have some firefighters here, but it was this structure right here. Now, if you follow me, I'm going to show you just exactly how deep this hole is. As you can see right here, it is pretty wide, pretty big. Even when I was walking, I could have easily just slept into this. Right now, as you can see, there is officers right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see the smoke, but there's a large amount of smoke, and there are police getting people. Yes, Haley. So officers tell me that yesterday they arrested 25-year-old Carlos Alberto Perez for murder. People have told me that the flooding from the rain has been very inconvenient. My light just died, but that's good because look at this. People have told me that they've been upset since this morning when they received the news about the mansion burning down. Yes, so the fire is still actively spreading. It's still over 2,000 acres. I'm here on Cherokee Road, and there is so many paramedics, so many CAL FIREs just flying by to get over to that side to stop this fire. When I first saw this station, I wasn't sure how to use it until I scanned the QR code. So I'm going to show you guys a modified version of a push-up. So I just come here, and I'm going to put my hands here and put my feet here. You want a good distance, and you're just going to lean down and go up. A fire in 2018, a fire in 2023, a lawsuit, and now a structure fire on this property has continued to spark concern. This is the beautiful property right here. And then if I turn my camera, you will see some of the park fire right here in Forest Ranch. And you can see it's cloudy, dark, ashes. It was this close to his house. Attorney Mark Bossovic tells me that Gridley Unified School District failed to protect his client, and he says this could have been avoided if someone had stepped in. Roads like this, like the one right behind me, are exact examples of why Councilman Sean Weber wants Oroville to have its own road pavement team. Neighbors tell me that a 16-year-old was lying dead here after someone shot him. Gray tells me that these chickens right behind me also keep the rodents from reaching the quail eggs. We had some chilly temperatures this morning, but as we went throughout the day, it was clear and sunny, and those conditions will remain for our upcoming week. And we also have some winds starting to pick up tomorrow. I continue on. This is showing Wednesday at exactly 12 a.m. That's when that rain really starts. Look at the coast area just right here. That rain is already starting to come in. We have some rain coming into the Chico Valley area. Now let's have a look at our satellite and radar. This is showing that green. Green represents heavy amounts of rain. Yellow represents that as well. So we have a bunch of that already moving into our area in the valley. The teenager who stabbed and killed a 14-year-old will spend nearly 16 years in prison. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and thank you for allowing us to be into your homes on this Christmas evening.
The new bike and pedestrian bridge over East 20th Street in Chico will provide a safer route for those who use it, and it's dedicated to a Chico State nursing student who was killed by a drunk driver. Action News Now reporter Sade shares her story.
If you live in Chico and you've drove along North Avenue, you most likely have seen a sign of Christina Chesterman, the young Chico State woman that was killed by a DUI driver when she was on her bike. But turns out this is not the only thing that's going to be dedicated to her in Chico. The Chico Bike and Pedestrian Bridge in Chico is being dedicated to Christina Chesterman. Chesterman was hit by a drunk driver on September 22, 2013, and passed away in the hospital just 2 days later.
We were rushed upstairs to the trauma unit. A nurse came out to meet us and to try to prepare us for what we were going to see. Mm-hmm. And she told us it was bad. But still nothing can prepare you for that.
Sandra, her mother, tells me that Christina grew up in Livermore, California. But when it was time to go to university, Sandra says Christina got into her first choice, Chico State, for the nursing program. Sandra tells me that Christina also loved taking her bike around campus to avoid wasting gas. She says on the night of September 22nd, Sandra finished studying at the library around 11 p.m. and headed towards her apartment on North Avenue when a car struck her.
They arrested him, and he was brought to the same hospital the night Christina was fighting for her life. He was brought there to get his blood drawn, and he was 4 times the legal limit.
Sandra tells me that dedicating the Chico Bridge after her daughter was actually her own idea.
So I had reached out to the city of Chico asking if there was some way we could memorialize her. shortly after, a street here in Livermore was named after her. And, they said that they would love to do that.
Sandra tells me that if Chico had wider bike lanes or a bridge at the time of her daughter's death, she thinks that Christina might still be alive today. Reporting in Chico, I'm Sade with Action News Now.
Now, Sandra Chesterman also says a plaque will be placed at the center of the bridge as a lasting tribute to Christina. A dedication ceremony is being planned for the spring. The new bridge is expected to be completed this summer.